The Texas law enforcement community said goodbye to a fallen police sergeant from Houston yesterday.
32-year-old Christopher Brewster was shot and killed Saturday while responding to a domestic disturbance call. A 25-year-old man is now charged with capital murder for Brewster's death.
The city's police chief called Brewster a strong man of faith, but as Lucy Kaffenoff reports, he's also outraged, saying Republican senators need to act on gun laws.
We'll be putting him to rest before Christmas because of the cowardice of the political people that we have in office.
Fighting words from Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo and a blistering message to Republican lawmakers.
So I don't want to see their little smug faces about how much they care about law enforcement when I'm burying a sergeant because they don't want to piss off the NRA. Make up your minds. Whose side are you on? Gun manufacturers, the gun lobby, or the children are getting gunned down in this country every single day?
Sergeant Chris Brewster was shot and killed Saturday while responding to a 911 call from a woman who said her boyfriend was armed and assaulting her. Arturo Solis was arrested and charged with capital murder. But Acevedo slammed GOP lawmakers for failing to reauthorize the Violence Against Women Act, which stalled in the Senate.
One of the biggest reasons that the Senate and Mitch McConnell and John Cornyn and Ted Cruz and others are not getting into a room and having a conference committee with the House and getting the Violence Against Women's Act is because the NRA doesn't like the fact that we want to take firearms out of the hands of boyfriends that abuse their girlfriends. And who killed our sergeant? A boyfriend abusing his girlfriend.
At issue, a provision known as the boyfriend loophole, which would prohibit dating partners convicted of domestic violence from possessing firearms. Texas Republican Senator John Cornyn said Acevedo was mistaken because existing laws should have kept a gun out of Arturo Solis' hands.
I regret he took the occasion, the sad occasion of the officer's murder to try to make a political statement and was factually wrong.
A sentiment echoed by Senator Ted Cruz, who accused the police chief of trying to advance his own political ambitions.
To the people that say this is political, this is not political. Death is not political. You see, death is final. And so the question is simple. Do you, Senator Cruz, support closing the boyfriend loophole that's in that law? Yes or no? Because if you look at the response from the elected officials in the Senate, not one of them addressed the loophole. You know why? Because they're on the wrong side of history. That's why.
Brewster was the 13th police officer killed in the line of duty in Texas this year. Too many for Acevedo.
If you can't figure out why I'm pissed, shame on you. A 32-year-old man should not be dead. And it's not just him, it's every day in this country.
In lieu of flowers, Brewster's family is asking for donations to assist the Officer Foundation. Details on that can be found over on Texomashomepage.com.